Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Link Forum Coalition Leeds, West Yorkshire. In this forum, we look at the Oxford Orthodoxy and how it runs and controls our quasi-democratic government. Followed by mainly Oxford graduates, its purpose is to keep its followers ahead. This dogma has as its purpose the training of its students to hold power over others. In fact, over all others. So it controls Parliament, and in its law making and taxation policies, it undermines any shred of democracy remaining for Middle England. Trained to get their own way, the members of this orthodoxy are already rich in money terms and are not prepared to share their riches to help the country, the Middle England, to catch up with things. Usually its most influential members operate at cabinet level and so control much of the way the country operates in its education, in the work that is available and in the institutions and in its society. So they enhance their own positions and give no chance for Middle England to thrive and have any real freedom to form viable and middle-sized concerns. And this rich cable of people educated to win for themselves does democratically always put the people's vote first. Does it democratically always put the people's vote first? Of course not. It makes sure it appears to care for whatever action is taken by this segment of Westminster, but it will not lose out. So we see the Brexit shambles still in progress, and with Mrs May doing her best to make it appear that she follows the people's vote. She is now getting dangerously close to giving a lot of money to the EU as Varnier and Merkel pally up to her. We hear it might take another year to get through. Somebody at the door, son. Another year to get through all the negotiations. Now she forgets previous negotiators she appointed, such as Davis and Rabb, and with her personally chosen allies, newly appointed Brexit advisor Robbins, husband Philip, Llewellyn ambassador to France, and Barwell, number 10's chief of staff, to see if Macron of France will support her Chequers proposal. Is this not indeed just a cosy club for the elite? Even if she gets her way and we continue more or less as things are, under a new name, she can claim to, in the annals of history, to have got Britain out of the EU. The Prime Ministerial term of 5 years is far too long, and it gives the PM, male or female, dictatorial powers to do as they will, whatever the rest of government think is best. If she is not stopped, she could bring real damage to the UK. Many people, ordinary people, live here in the UK. Does our Parliament really respect Middle England? Remember the cutbacks in our fishing industry made law under EU interference and adopted by our sheepish government since 1973. Followed by this Conservative government in 1984, led by a certain lady who closed many mines and seriously damaged our manufacturing capabilities. Whole societies and their peoples were then set against our governments forever. So we suffer under a quasi-democratic and partisan regime, with mere whispers of democracy and a little money injected to calm things down occasionally. In times of concern and public consternation, a coalition must be set up to see us through to a satisfactory result, and the Prime Minister's opinion must be subject to effective checks and balances. Many with good ideas are walked over, such as Jacob Rees-Mogg, Tim Martin of Witherspoons. Tim Martin, in his magazine Witherspoon News, recently wrote about the Oxford Orthodoxy, saying, absolutely rightly, this idea is apparently benign, but it is in fact a very dangerous dogma. And then Link Forum Coalition, the originators of this article, Leeds, West Yorkshire, should be seen, all working hard together to press for these essential checks and balances on our government. Thanks for listening, and subscribe to our channel if you will, and that's really it. This one comes from Bulgaria, where we have met a young Bulgarian lady who is very interested in all sorts of things, particularly in healing and work against cancer. We thank you for watching again.